Hi humans, here are some signs you have rare DNA traits. Number 1. Fast healing. Picture every time you've cut your finger making a sandwich. For most of us, it's a week of band-aids, grimacing every time lemon juice touches it. But for a rare group of people, that cut might vanish in a day or two, like their body is speed-running recovery mode. This comes from rare variants in repair-related genes. Scientists have studied pathways like LRRK2, though its direct link to super-fast wound healing is still under study. These genetic quirks basically crank up cell regeneration, meaning wounds close faster, bruises fade quicker, and even recovery from major injuries can look suspiciously superhuman. Scientists studying them are obsessed because if you can copy that process, you're not just healing scratches, you're talking anti-aging, organ repair, maybe even extending human lifespan. Most of us can barely heal from a paper cut without whining, while these people are walking around with Wolverine cosplay built into their DNA. Of course, it's rare. Most of us heal at normal speed, which is just nature's way of saying, sit down, stop doing dumb things, and learn patience. But for this lucky few, their DNA is running the premium version of the body's repair app. Fast healing isn't just a cool party trick, it's one of the closest real-world mutations to comic book powers. Number 2. Cold resistance. Most people step into a cold shower and instantly sound like they're being attacked by invisible ninjas, shivering, gasping, bargaining with the cold. But for certain people with rare variants of the TRPM8 gene, freezing temperatures barely register. Their bodies are tuned to handle the cold like it's just another Tuesday. This gene codes for a receptor in your nerves that tells your brain, hey, it's cold out here. But in some Arctic populations, tweaks in TRPM8 basically turn down the alarm system. Less shivering, less discomfort, and a whole lot more smugness when everyone else is wrapped in 5 layers of clothing. Science believes this adaptation evolved to help people survive brutal winters where warmth was just a myth. Fast forward to today, and these folks are basically built for the cold plunge trend. While influencers film themselves dunking into ice baths for internet clout, these people can stand in freezing water and think, kind of refreshing. Wim Hof might have built a career out of it, but some humans literally came pre-installed with cold resistance. Downside? A possible increase in frostbite risk, since people may not notice how cold they are. But other than that, not much, unless you count confusing your friends when you wear shorts in a snowstorm. But for scientists, studying these cold-resistant genes could unlock new ways to treat hypothermia or even boost metabolism. So yeah, while the rest of us are turning into popsicles at a football game, these people are sitting there like, is it chilly? Didn't notice. Number 3. Hyperflexibility, Ehlers-Danlos variants. Some people don't just touch their toes, they casually fold themselves into pretzels and still have room to wave at you. Some cases of hyperflexibility are linked to collagen-related gene mutations in conditions like Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, though some are hyperflexible without having a genetic disorder. Collagen is the protein scaffolding that holds your body together, and when it's made differently, your joints get a little too much freedom. On the bright side, this means you can do party tricks like bending your thumb backwards to your wrist or twisting your arm around like a human action figure. Gymnastics, circus arts, yoga, hyperflexible people crush all of them without breaking a sweat. Medieval kings probably would have hired them as royal entertainers just to freak out the nobles. But here's the plot twist. What looks like a superpower can also be a double-edged sword. Extra flexibility means joints can pop out more easily, and injuries sneak in like uninvited guests. Imagine being able to put your leg behind your head, but also spraining an ankle just by walking on cobblestones. Evolution giveth, and evolution taketh away. Scientists study collagen mutations to better understand connective tissue disorders, such as Ehlers-Danlos syndromes. More broadly, collagen research also informs areas like arthritis and tissue aging. Meanwhile, hyperflexible people will keep casually showing off circus-level moves, while the rest of us throw out our backs just trying to grab a sock from under the bed. Number 4. Night vision. Most of us stumble around in the dark like drunk raccoons, stubbing toes on furniture and praying the light switch is nearby. But a lucky few carry rare mutations in the proteins of their rod cells, the light-sensitive receptors in the retina, that give them something close to natural night vision. Normally, human eyes rely on rod cells to pick up dim light, but these enhanced versions basically turbocharge the system. The result, people with stronger low-light vision could detect shapes and movement better than the rest of us, who are still tripping over the cat, trying to figure out if that's a chair, a demon, or yesterday's laundry. Some small rural populations have been tested for this ability, and sure enough, they performed far better than average on low-light vision tasks. Imagine camping. Everyone else is fumbling with flashlights, while you're strutting around like Batman without the billion-dollar gadgets. Or sneaking into the fridge at 2 a.m., narrating your own heist movie while stealing leftover pizza. The downside of this mutation? Not much. Except maybe explaining to people how you saw them sneaking snacks in the dark. For scientists, these rod cell tweaks are fascinating because if we understand how to enhance human night vision, it could lead to better treatments for blindness or even soldiers and pilots with built-in low-light sight. So yes, while the average human is helpless in the dark, night vision carriers are basically walking cheat codes, proof that evolution sometimes gives you free DLC, while everyone else is on the free trial version of eyesight, with ads included. Number 5. Golden blood, Rh null. Most of us think we're special if our blood type isn't the super common O positive, but then there's Rh null, also known as golden blood, the literal unicorn of human biology. Fewer than 60 people on the entire planet are known to have it. Why is it so rare? Because it completely lacks all Rh antigens on red blood cells. That's like showing up to a costume party with no costume, yet somehow still being the main character that everyone's want to talk to. The upside is massive. Golden blood can be transfused into people with extremely rare Rh blood types, since it lacks all Rh antigens, making it one of the most valuable medical resources in existence. Doctors call these donors universal lifesavers because their blood works where almost no other type will. Imagine having something in your veins that turns you into the final boss of blood donations. But here's the cruel twist. Golden blood carriers can only receive transfusions from other golden blood carriers. And since that's basically a WhatsApp group smaller than a bowling team, it's a terrifying gamble if you ever need a transfusion yourself. You're the world's rarest donor, and also the world's hardest patient to save. So yeah, while the rest of us are just boring, A, B, or O, golden blood people are walking around as medical miracles. Their veins carry a superpower that could save countless lives. But it's also the ultimate example of evolution giving you a gift and a curse in the same package. Number 6. Iron stomach, FUT2 mutation. Most of us know the gamble. Eat street tacos from a sketchy food cart, and you'll either discover heaven or spend the night bargaining with bathroom deities. But some people are practically bulletproof in the digestive department, thanks to factors like gut microbiome balance, stomach acid strength, and certain gene variants such as FUT2 mutations that protect against norovirus. Some people are more resistant to foodborne pathogens. For them, questionable leftovers, no problem. Expired yogurt, just another breakfast option. Mystery meat from that one uncle's barbecue, bring it on. While the rest of us are Googling signs of salmonella, these folks are burping once and moving on with their day. Their stomach acid is like lava, and their gut bacteria work overtime like a microscopic SWAT team. Historically, genetic variants that improved resistance to gut pathogens or viral infections likely offered survival advantages in environments with poor sanitation, where every meal came with a side of bacteria. In today's world, it's basically a weird flex, the ability to laugh in the face of gas station sushi. Downside, well, just because you can eat anything doesn't mean you should. Cholesterol, clogged arteries, and indigestion are still on the table, but when it comes to raw immunity against food poisoning, these iron stomach humans are living proof that evolution sometimes designs superheroes for very specific battles, namely buffet night. Thanks for watching, humans, and thank you for the 20,000 people who subscribed. I appreciate you, and I'll be seeing you next time.